Do you know the one thing that turns a woman on more than anything else? It's not status, it's not money, it's not height or good looks. In fact, it's not even confidence or a sense of humor, intelligence, or game. Those are all nice, obviously. But the single biggest turn on for women is something very specific that 99% of men are completely unaware of. And once you know this secret, you will be able to attract more women than ever before. You will instantly multiply your dating options and have women craving to be with you. And that's a guarantee. So pay attention and keep watching as I reveal the biggest female turn on of all time and how you can use that to attract the women you desire. I'm Marni, and from here on out, I'm going to be your very own personal wing girl. And every week, I will give you the no BS insider info about what women really want, plus the most effective methods to win over any woman you like. So hit that subscribe button now so you never miss a video. Now, before I dive in and reveal this huge secret turn on for women, I want to be sure you are good and ready for when that time happens, which is why I want to tell you about today's video sponsor, Joymode. Joymode makes natural and science-backed sexual wellness products for men, and Joymode was created because the products on the market, like prescriptions and over-the-counter gas station pills, are terrible and can hurt you in the long run. I would much rather you take a supplement designed to spice things up naturally rather than a prescription drug that can have harmful effects down the road. So whether you're happy or unhappy with your performance in the bedroom, why not perform even better? Joymode's Sexual Performance Booster is like a pre-workout, but for sex. You take it anywhere from 45 minutes to 5 hours before you have sex, and you can expect to get one of the best erections ever. So if you want to spice things up in the bedroom and boost your sexual performance and do it naturally without nasty prescription drugs, then give Joymode a try. Go to usejoymode.com/Marni or enter Marni at checkout and you get 20% off your first order. All right, that's usejoymode.com/Marni for 20% off your first order. Thank you, Joymode, for sponsoring today's video. All right, now let's get into this. So to explain this major female turn on, I have to tell you a quick story. Very quick. Long time ago, I went on a night out with my 2 girlfriends and 1 guy friend who I'm going to call James. Well, because that's his name. James had a huge crush on one of my girlfriends, and we'll call her Tanya. And he thought this was the perfect opportunity to win her over. So while we all interacted with each other, James paid a lot more attention to Tanya. He tried to flirt with her, initiate light touching, get drinks, compliment her from time to time, and so on. And we all knew what was going on, including Tanya. But she didn't seem very interested in James. And we could all see him get really frustrated by that it wasn't working. Then things go from bad to worse for James when we get approached by these 2 other guys. So one of them went to my gym, so we kind of sort of know each other, and the other one, named Brad, was a friend of his. So as time passed and we all started to talk and mingle with each other, something really interesting happened. Tanya seemed to be falling like head over heels for this guy, Brad. She was hanging on every word, smiling at almost whatever he said and asking him lots of questions to get to know him better. We could all tell that she liked him and she was into him. What's interesting is that he was just like a totally normal guy. In fact, James, my friend, was better looking, taller, and we all knew that he had a great job, so he has money. Brad was just a normal looking guy, slightly shorter than James, didn't seem to, make a lot of money. He's not like a celebrity or trust fund baby. In fact, he wasn't even the most charismatic guy in the room. Yet Tanya found him irresistible. So after an hour or so passed, she and Brad excused themselves from the group to go get some drinks. And she ended up making out with him, giving him her number. They went on a couple of dates. Anyway, James was livid about this. In fact, he became very quiet from the moment we all saw Tanya falling for Brad. But why did she pick Brad over James? So here's the thing. She is not alone in her choice. Even me or my other girlfriend would have gone with Brad over James that night. In fact, I'd argue that 99% of women would choose Brad over James that night. But what was the difference between Brad and James? Well, the secret lies in the way that they both interacted with Tanya. Okay, so James was desperately trying to make her like him. We could all feel it. Every line he said, every move he made was to impress Tanya. At least that's what it seemed like and what it felt like to the rest of us. And he wanted to win her over. And the moment he realized it wasn't happening, he got really frustrated and pouty. Kind of mean, actually. Brad, on the other hand, had a totally different attitude. Brad talked to Tanya. He flirted with her a little without seeming to care if she reciprocated. He was just having fun. He didn't seem to worry about getting any signs of interest or approval from Tanya. He simply expressed himself, had fun, and looked very relaxed and carefree. Brad, he wasn't chasing any specific outcome, and James was, very desperately, and that's what made the difference. You see, almost all women are extremely turned on by men who aren't desperate to impress, or more accurately, men who don't mind being disliked or rejected by us. They will go after women they like, but they aren't too concerned if things don't work out or not, right? This is what's known as outcome independence, and it's absolutely irresistible to women. It's irresistible to everybody. In fact, you might have even experienced it in your life. Have you ever noticed how easy it is to attract girls you don't care about versus the ones that you do care about? So in one situation, you're not concerned about getting any specific outcome. In the other situation, you are, right? And it makes a big difference in how women respond to you. To us women, this is a bigger turn on than all of your money, your height, good looks, and status combined. It significantly outweighs the emotional effect of anything else you have or do. In fact, you can be a short, balding, below average looking guy who can't hold a job, but if you seem to be outcome independent, you're going to turn women on. So why is this? Why do women like this? Because outcome independent tells a woman that you have options. If you don't mind being disliked or rejected by us, it means you have other women to choose from or other things to choose from. You're a man in demand. That's what it symbolizes. And we want a man who's liked by other women because it makes us feel special and chosen. Secondly, it also makes you look like a strong and capable man. If you're not bothered by the possibility of being disliked, it shows that you have a lot of mental strength and mental toughness. And that means you are going to be able to navigate through the hardships of life better than other guys and be able to protect and provide for a family. This is obviously a more subconscious understanding that women have, but it's a lot, right? It definitely adds to our attraction. And you might be asking, okay, Marni, I totally get it. Outcome independence turns women on, but how do I develop this kind of attitude? Well, I have 3 tips for you. And all you need to do is apply these 3 tips for your best results. These are the small things I tell my private coaching clients, so listen very carefully. Tip number 1, nothing changes if she dislikes you. Think about it. If you ask a girl out and she says no, or you flirt with her and she doesn't flirt back, or you crack a joke and she doesn't laugh, what changes in your life? Your life before that moment and after that moment is exactly the same. You end up in the same place. There's no real downside to being disliked, meaning you can't lose, right? If you can internalize this belief, you'd be so much more comfortable talking to women and you'd be less concerned about getting a specific outcome. Now, in order to internalize this belief, I have 2 exercises that you can try. So for the first exercise, you're gonna need a partner for this. A close friend is ideal. And it doesn't matter if it's a guy or a girl, right? So here is what you're going to do. The partner, the person with you, is going to play the role of a girl you find attractive. And you are going to ask them questions. The twist is, no matter what you ask, your partner has to react negatively. So if you say, hey, I think you're very cute, what's your name? Your partner may say something like, sorry, you're not really my type. Why don't you go talk to somebody else, right? Rejecting you. If you say, what do you do for work? So they might reply, well, it's none of your business. Like a harsh response. Like I want them to be really negative, and so on and so forth. So don't repeat a question and let your partner reply before you ask the next one. Do this for at least a minute every time that you do it, and do it as frequently as you can for a week or 2, because you're training yourself. The more, the better. Honestly, the more negative you can get, the better. It will get your brain to accept the fact that nothing bad happens if people dislike you, and that belief will carry over to your conversations with the women that you like. So if you want to step it up a notch, here's another exercise that you can try, and I call this one play to lose. So for this exercise, you will go up to women and be the most boring version of yourself. Be really dull. Ask mundane questions like, how are you? What do you do? How was your weekend, right? Like the goal is to be boring and tell the most boring stories in the most boring way possible. So for example, so, today I had bacon and eggs for breakfast and it was really nice. I got up at like 6 a.m. I rise early, I brush my teeth. What did you have for breakfast? Okay, so you get the point. Like really boring and really mundane. Bore her to death, make her dislike you, and only do this to women that you find super attractive. By the time you do 9 or 10 of these, your brain is going to accept that nothing bad happens if a woman dislikes you, if women dislike you, and that nothing changes at all. And you will be so much more relaxed and carefree in all of your future interactions. Tip number 2, self-amusement. One of the best things you can do when talking to women is have fun yourself, meaning don't talk to entertain her, talk to entertain you. Say and do things that make you laugh. Ask questions that you find interesting. Tell stories that you find interesting, okay? Share your opinions and your experience. Like it's the most important thing in the world. You will be amazed at how women respond, or people will respond when you do this. When you prioritize your amusement or entertainment over hers, she will know that you're not chasing an outcome. You don't mind being disliked. And she will be drawn to that carefree outcome, independent vibe. Moreover, because you'll have fun, you will actually be less concerned with making her like you. You're gonna get lost in that fun yourself and you'll be having fun, right? Even in your day-to-day life, practice this habit of self-amusement. Whether you're with friends, you're with family, colleagues, or by yourself, just really try to push your own buttons, entertain yourself, and make yourself last, because this is going to carry into your interactions with women and give you amazing results. Okay, next, tip number 3, increase your options. You're most likely to get attached to an outcome when you believe that this is your only option, so that this girl is the only girl you're going to get, the only girl who will love you. This is why it's important to increase your options. When you have options, you will not seek the approval of any one specific girl. You'll be okay if things don't work out with one girl. You will know that there are other women who will date you, who will like you. So in my program, How to Become a Man Women Want, I reveal how any guy can double, triple, or even like 10 times his dating options in just 30 days and start being chased after by women for dates, relationships, and more. So if you want to check it out, I have a link below in the description, so go check it out now. And this program is going to give you the step-by-step playbook on how to make women want you and give you a systematic way to attract more women in just 30 days. In fact, most guys start getting more numbers and dates within a week or 2. And literally thousands and thousands and thousands of guys have used this system to attract, date, sleep with the women of their dreams. If you want to dramatically increase your dating options, I strongly recommend you check out How to Become a Man Women Want. Again, the link is down below. I promise that you will not find a faster or simpler way to attract more women into your life. This program has been structured in a way that guarantees to transform your results with women in just 30 days. And it has worked for thousands of guys across the world. So again, click the link in the description below and give it a try. I am confident that you're not going to regret it. Okay, lastly, thank you for watching this video to the very end. I hope you found it useful. And as always, I'll see you next week.